Hello and welcome to this episode, How Your Gut Holds the Secret to Manifesting. And I wanted to create this episode because manifesting, we hear it a lot, and especially in personal growth, you hear it in spiritual growth. For, I don't know, 30 years, I had been, read books over the years and different themes and topics around manifesting. And I wanted to tie this in to the body and to where actually manifesting comes from on an energetic level inside our system. I want to break this down a little bit because what oftentimes we hear are things like you have to get very clear in your intentions and in your wants or your desires are clear within yourself, and be open to the universe, and then allow for manifesting to happen. Or get really clear in your deep core subconscious beliefs and clear away any negative emotions that may be held in the body to be able to manifest from a clear and aligned place. Yes. And to bring this to a chakra level in our body, the third chakra in our energy system, which is ultimately governs the digestive system, the gut, is the manifesting power center of the body. And there's some things to unpack about this power center because it's not necessarily in the mind or in the brain, but it could be in the gut that, transmits neurotransmitters to the brain, or that there is a nervous system relationship between the gut and the brain that might influence our thoughts. But ultimately, there's quite a bit going on inside the gut and the solar plexus, in particular, the third chakra, that impacts our ability to manifest and what that actually means. So, first of all, the third chakra, it's located at the solar plexus area of the body, which is just a little bit under south of the diaphragm, and not quite as low as the low belly or the sacral area of the body, but it's a pretty big power center. So it would govern those internal organs in the digestive system. It's our power center for will and for courage, or confidence, I should say. It's the power center for our ego, which we do need. You do need an ego to exist in this body, in this world. Ego gets a bad rap, but sometimes ego gets equated with conditioning in the body, and it makes ego a bad thing. But we have a healthy ego, and that part of us manifests our true self into the world. It's our physical form. It's how we walk. It's how we talk. It's how we show up. It's what we wear. It's how we present in the world in our social constructs. And that's solar plexus. It's the power center that helps us navigate the unspoken or the social, we'll say the social norms or social environment around us. So it helps us identify on a gut level where we're going to have a sense of belonging and where we might not, and how we might identify within ourselves in relation to the social world around us. It's also the power center of your will, your fire, your digestive fire, your ability to be able to feel that sense of spark and that sense of who I am is I am in this body, I am in this life, and it's my gift to manifest into the world what I have been given here as a soul in this human experience. And sometimes what'll happen, to break this down even further, is that we have this spherical energy in the body, and chakras, quite frankly, are subjective in that they have been depicted as flowers and discs and all different kinds of things, but they're actually a convergence of a lot of meridians here that allow this area to be a power center or a glow, and there's a front and a back side. And the front side is how we might instinctually navigate our environment. The back side is how we connect to that invisible knowing, that sense of divine support. Sometimes I like to see it as the hand, the invisible hand at my back saying, you've got this, you can do this. That sense of encouragement, that knowing, that sense of, no, I will, and I am, and I will say yes, and I will move this mission forward. That is in the energetic system. It's our solar, it's our fire. It's our ability to be proactive and productive and take action. And what blocks that ability might be a lot of things going on in the front side of the solar plexus, the third chakra. It could be stress coming in. It could be over digesting the energy of others and the world collectively and other people personally, pulling everyone into the gut, saying, sure, I've got this, I'll take it all in, just being too open and too vulnerable in the front side of the gut to a point where we're taking in subconscious fears, we are procrastinating because there's just too much congestion going on, and it overwhelms the digestive system, the thinking brain, the emotions, and it makes it very difficult to have a fire in this area of the body, a flame, a solar, a sun in this area of the body. So what's interesting about manifesting is that manifesting means that in the center of my solar plexus region, I have a healthy fire there. And in that, there is this knowing, this connection through the backside. So I like to see, for example, a vertical waterfall of grace, and that grace flows down and it comes down to the backside of my solar plexus. And that's that invisible current, or we'll say hand at the back. Use whatever analogy feels good to you, but that sense that this light is coming in and sourcing the backside of my will. It's another way of saying the divine is flowing, and what's being asked of you in this life is about closing your eyes and tuning in and meditating on who you are and why you're here and what your purpose is. But when it comes down, and you can get that from the heart, you can get that from the head, but when you bring it down to the gut, the solar plexus area, and you allow that your little self in there, if there's a little depiction of yourself, to migrate, to make a journey from the back of your solar plexus into the center, that migration is the yes, I will. Yes, I hear my calling. I see, I feel who I am and why I'm here and what's to come next. And yes, I will. I will bring this. I accept the mission. I will bring this forward. I will manifest it. I will make it happen. And that's the action power of the solar plexus region. But if the front side has been so congested with other people's, expectations and needs and whatever that's coming into the front side of your belly and blocking your ability to radiate from your core strength and your power, that's what blocks the manifesting. And when we talk about, we have to get clear and aligned and clear out subconscious blocks and emotions that are unprocessed and belief systems, it's actually in this area of the body. So what we think about with relation to the solar plexus is, first of all, what kept you from being able to own this power center as yours? Were you told it's not okay? And this is subconsciously. Were you given messages? It's not okay to have a center. It's not okay to have a self. You have to give yourself up, or it's selfish to have something for yourself. Were you told that you're not good enough? You're not worthy. Even again, if the telling wasn't verbal, it came in messages, it came in modeling, really young. These are the energetic imprints that we absorb. This is the belief systems we absorb and internalize, and we identify with them in the solar plexus, and they become the blocks to manifesting. Manifesting is really this ability to receive from spirit deep down into the gut, and for the self, the ego, quite frankly, the I am, to say, yes, I will. I will. Yes, I will. I will make this happen. I will manifest this. I will figure it out. And I will do it in combination with the divine, but it's not going to someone else. It's going to me. So there has to be a me. There has to be a self. So to have a self in combination, in union with the divine, flow and faith, and the ability to say yes to the higher mission or calling or whatever it is, and to be able to manifest that and have it and be in alignment with the universe there in the gut. It's about detoxing and letting go of energy in the solar plexus region of the body, the third chakra. So how do you do that? I'm going to give you a few steps. So one way you can do that is literally blow the energy out. I mean, you have to connect with it, feel it, identify with it, or not identify with it, meaning that it's yours, but acknowledge it's not. And I took this energy in because I thought I had to, because that's how everyone did it in the family. That's how I learned how to survive. It's how I found value and worth, was by taking care of everybody. And I can't do it anymore. I need a self. So as you inhale, breathe into the solar plexus region. As you exhale, you release and send everybody's energy back to them, even if you deeply love them. It's a matter of just saying, I'm sorry if I gave you the impression that this was a safe place for you in my gut. You actually have your own safe place. So I'm giving you your energy back, and I am sending it back to you. It is not mine. And then on the flip side, you probably need to pull your energy back from anyone else you've been losing or leaking your energy with. You have to call yourself back. I give you your energy back, and I call back to me any energy that I have given away unconsciously or consciously. I'm calling my power back. And then when you're feeling into the gut area of your body, the important part here, we're talking about the front side. You have a back side. So then the next step is to really feel that, what I say, waterfall of grace, pillar of light, but it's in the back side and it's in the front side. Front is about the ego and the world. Back side is about spirit and higher self and connecting to yourself. So lean back, allow that light to flow, let it come down to the back of your solar plexus. You might even want to take a lot longer than we have time for in this episode. You can even pause or feel into it, but you allow that light to come back into your solar plexus, and you feel that divine support. And then keep in mind, the solar plexus is the center of the fire, the flame, fire in a good way. It's the fire that burns off the impurities and the clouds and the confusion and the undigestible. We need that. So in the center of your solar plexus, create that dwelling space for your little self to say yes. To say yes to the calling, to say yes to having a self, to saying yes to having will, to being a co-creator, a manifester, the ability to not just know it in the brain, but really feel it in this power center that might have been dormant this whole time. And you're turning it on, and you're lighting the flame, and you're letting the sun glow here. Enough to say, I trust myself here with the power and the light inside me to have a sense of will, to have confidence. Confidence is the ability to hear the divine and act on it, to hear your mission and act on it, no matter what it is, to hear your intuition and act on it. That's ultimately what's at the center and root of confidence. It's a strong solar plexus, strong third chakra. So when you get to the center, when you feel that sense of, okay, the divine's at my back, I've called my power back and I'm holding my center here in the front. You can even imagine that your third chakra is a sphere, not a gaping open, whatever funnel for everybody. It's a sphere. It's well formed. And in the center is you. And you can find your yes. Yes, I hear. Yes, I will. Yes, I am. I will manifest. I am manifesting through this self. I will create, co-create, bring it forward, make it happen, call it in. But there needs to be an I, and that's why we have a third chakra. That's what the third chakra is for. It's for the I, it's for the self. So this is a deeper look at manifesting, and any other tool you might have learned or come across, you can add it in, but this is the deeper place to connect with, to be able to feel that deeper sense of self in your body. I hope this supports you, and I hope it supports you in your steps in manifesting whatever it is that you are called to in this life, and let it come from that soul place. Let it come from being deeply connected to your flow. I hope this supports you, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. By all means, you can comment or subscribe to if this is on YouTube, or you can write a review if you see this in the podcast. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.